What is happening? We are live. It is Friday night, and I went from really high down to really low just like that. What's happening, everybody? How are we doing tonight? Always fun to start these up. Sometimes nobody shows up for a couple of minutes, and next thing you know, you got 100 people in there. And sometimes it's instantly a bunch of people, but it's always fun when there's just nobody. It's like, do I stand still and just stare? Or what do I do? What's up, Cases? Cases EDC Knives. My eyes don't work so good. What's going on today? Happy Friday to you. Just got home, decided to go live for a little bit. Was this cleared with Weldon Carey? Weldon Carey's live? I mean, ooh. I didn't know Weldon Carey was live right now. I do random verticals, and on Fridays when I get off of work, I've been going live before the big Fridays start up. So I didn't realize Weld was going on right now. He just got fully monetized. Yeah, I knew that. I heard about that, but because he made a post, right? I saw his post or whatever yesterday. It must have been last night. Yeah, congratulations to Weldon Carey. So apparently if he's live right now too, but I mean, here we are. I've already started them. I've been doing a regular Friday early evening live for a little bit, so I guess here we are. Yeah, it's been a fun week. It's been a fun month, I guess. I mean, it's still early in February. But it seems stuff is just going on. I did get my Texas tickets, which I'm excited for. And I booked my hotel, all the good things. And I'm excited to go. I did just get another Cricut Minimalist, the Cthulhu Minimalist. Kind of a fun design on there. 8CR, or what is it? 8CR, I don't know, 13, 15. I don't remember what it is. But this is like the 5th or 6th minimalist that I picked up on the channel. And having fun with them. Every time they're on sale, I just grab another one. I got this cleaver style one recently as well. If you haven't got one of the minimalists, they fit in your hand just really tight and solid. Nice little daily carry. Neck knife, smaller knife. I'll take the rubber band off of this here. It was the first order I've done from Blade HQ in the last couple of months. I haven't ordered from Blade HQ in a while. Used to order from them all the time. Not that I don't like them anymore or anything like that, but just where are the sales? Where are the good deals? Not that they don't have good deals, but every once in a while they do, and I see them, I pick them up. What's going on, Neil? How are you doing? I'm fidgeting with a neck knife sheath. Not bad. Who carries the neck knife? I waited till you went off last night, KDK. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know. And then as soon as TKE went on, I was basically started making dinner, getting some stuff taken care of, chilling out, and I just kind of noticed that he did go live, and I checked, and it was like he had like 180 people in there, just like that. Those vertical lives, I tell you, they draw a little bit more crowd than the standard live does. Yeah. Call of Cthulhu. So basically he ignored me. No, I saw that you were on there, but I'm like, I don't have time to go online and watch anything right now or whatever. And it was like, okay, well, there it is. And then I went in the kitchen and I cooked. And then I went downstairs and changed my load of laundry. I didn't really watch anything at that point, but I saw that you were live. I was like, oh, look, he's crushing it. Probably sharpening some knives from the image that I saw. Neil, it's me. Neil McKenzie. Neil. Show me your favorite knife, says Ahmed. It may change sometime soon, but I've been with this one for quite a while. This is the 154 CM and Frag Titanium White Mountain Knives exclusive Kaiser Mini Towser K. Excuses are like, yeah, okay, yeah. What TKE said, I guess. Not really, bud. You got to watch yourself on these. You have a wrench. If someone else said that, you'd probably wrench them. Show the White Mountain Knives Kaiser right here. That's why I come, so I can see the knife I can't ever find when I have the money. There it is, bud. What's up, El Navajar? All the time, but it might fall out the spot. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I hold it exclusive to my heart that I need. Do you have any case knives? I do. Give me a second here. Why is that not? My chat is being annoying as far as I can't see it. Trying to bring it up over there. Case knives. I got the Case Muskrat right there. And if you want to see the second blade is the same as the first Case Muskrat. Yeah, but TKE, you are a wrench. You have to represent. You can't be putting posts up like that I would have you remove. I love you. But that's not the posts that we keep on here. And if you're making it, what am I supposed to do? But that's the Case Muskrat. I got a Peanut. I'm going to keep Mr. Eddie's knives forever. I sent those back. Who are you talking to? Can't be talking to me. He got them back for me long ago. Here's the Peanut. What's up, Justin? Peanut's cool because it has a half stop on it. Most of the case knives I have are full pulls. Like the medium Stockman with the blue corncob jig bone. I do love you, bro. But you can't be making posts like that, especially as a guy with a wrench. You remove those posts. We keep it moderately PG-13 in here. What's up, Yako? Good old Mad Yako. So that's medium Stockman. I need to get a bigger Stockman because it's still pretty small, but it's not as small as the small Stockman. Robo Steve. Whoa, wait, is there a bad guy in here that needs some roboing? TK's just living on the edge, you know. This is an older Case mini Stockman. This is from 1993. I'm not yelling at you. Don't be making posts like that. Half stops are the best. I agree. Half stops are the way to go. But what do you think about the... I didn't even know. Do they have more of these? English, Alan. I do English. I know a little Spanish, but not much, so I prefer to be able to reply. The Cthulhu Minimalist. I am sending you a case card that has I for age and model. Oh, yeah, I did find that online because this case right here, like I said, this one is from 93. If you look on that blade right there, you can see the dots and the markings and whatever, and it can tell you exactly what year it's from. But that's cool. A little card. Feel as KDK rolled up the proverbial newspaper on me. You're good. You're good. You're good. Cool beans. What's up, Grinch? Casey. This might be a keeper, though. I noticed on this one, too, I can drop the second, third, fourth, and then index. It still fits in there. These just sit so tight in the hand. I think they're great. I am not so keen on the the neck knife design, but I generally would just rather get the clip, put it in my pocket. Where is that clip? Kind of like the sweet Vero clip that Lanyard Man sent me. That's for my Kubi Quakin, but smaller fixed blades like that in this pocket, that is the deal for sure. So the neck knife, you know, we could just switch that, put that Ulticlip on there, drop it down there. Great little fixie. This one actually, I can't make it dark in here since it's still daylight out, but the whole thing, the sheath and the handle all glow in the dark as well. So that's kind of a cool feature. Excuse me, Jesus. What's everyone got going on for the weekend? What about that $35 5-inch folder I showed you? Oh, the picture from yesterday, what was that? Was that a Cold Steel? I think that Justin showed me a photo from. I might order it. It looks pretty cool. Makes me want a burrito with sour cream. Burn. I'm right there with you. I'm going to be having dinner after I'm done with this. Big old burrito does sound nice. You got the CRKT in green and bought a new clip. What clip did you put on it? What's up, Leafy? Leafy's got a chicken pizza going in the oven. That sounds nice. Got the same size in Damascus. CRKT does make some great little neck knives and fixies, though. I've seen a few different things. The Foltz guy, he makes a couple really cool knives. He also is the designer of the one that looks like a scimitar. It's got that swooping, sweepy blade to it. Can't remember what the hell that one was called. They did make a smaller version of it. Ritual. Is that what it's called? The CRKT Ritual? We're on the Mississippi. Usually use a machete. I got a machete. Here's one. Vern is hungry. I prefer the Bowie knife though, ultimately. I do want to get more Bowie knives, but I'm not sure the company to go for. If you know some good Bowie knife companies that aren't going to be over $300 a piece, not that I wouldn't like to get that, but they are cool looking, fun shapes. I do not have any pair of threes. I don't actually have any Spyderco's at all. I do have one from Lanyard Man that I'm going to be customizing that's on my custom pile, but I actually don't have any Spyder. Oh, that's a lie. I did just get a new Spyderco, sort of. I still got to do the unboxing for it. I did show it on a quick little Blade HQ unboxing yesterday, but I did pick up this. We've got the Daleka 4 knife kit from Spyderco. Sorry, everything's backwards. YouTube doesn't really want me to be able to see my screen and be able to reverse it for some reason. I've tried to get them to do it, but they don't seem to care. But you would think professionally I should be able to do this and see my screen. If I do my other camera, it will flip around, but then I can't see the screen. I can't go like this and line it up perfectly because I don't see where it is. Anyway, I'm digressing. This is a plastic kit. So it's a replica. It's not an actual knife, but it is the same size. So someone was saying you could take this and swap parts on there. It's pretty fun. Yes, the Ritual. That's what I thought it was. It's a cool knife. I don't actually have one. The smaller one, the brown one that doesn't have the assisted opening, that one is pretty cool. I would consider picking that one up, but it's sort of on my radar, but not as much. Beautiful machete you have. Thank you, Ahmed. Robo needs a Bowie. Less of a Texan for not having a Bowie. Yeah, you need to. If you find a cool company, though, let me know, Robo. I'm interested. I think they're sweet. I want more. I used to buy from a knife maker, Billy Sinclair. Great guy, did amazing custom jobs. To shame he retired. Grinch, I bet you that's kind of the way. As some of the Bowie knives would be from those independent handmade companies. The guys that just are passionate about it and are making them one at a time. That's why they're probably more expensive. Which, you know, they're worth it. If someone's hand making it, spending that time on it. First time seeing this. So I did see this as this was the impulse buy on BHQ. Was on Blade HQ. Just got a couple of knives. I got another fillet knife. I got the Cthulhu Minimalist because it was on sale and it looked kind of cool with the glow in the dark and the imagery on there. And then someone asked on one of the lives recently, they were like, do you have a Dolica? You should get a Dolica. And so then I just typed it in to see which ones were available. And they didn't really have any that I liked that I wanted to spend $100 on or whatever. But I saw this. I can't remember. I think it was maybe 15 or 20 bucks or whatever. But I'll do an unboxing of that. Basically, it will be an unboxing and assembly video all in one. I'll probably film that tonight or tomorrow, so it'll be posting in the next couple of days. Hard worker yourself, good on you, bud. That's the way to live. Do work hard, play hard, have fun, respect other people, and do good things in the world. But I feel that's the thing. Is you work hard, that's where you earn some of that fun, some of that free time, some of that extra money that you can buy the things you love, or you can save up so that you can take some time off and spend it doing those things that you love. That's what life's built on, I think. Enjoying it, but you also got to do your share. You got to do your part to help out. We got a big world we got to take care of, but if everybody gets a decent job and it's good to each other, we can all buy all the cool stuff we want. What's up, Blue Dream? Bob's Pocket Knives. Yo, KDK, good evening, Knife Squad. I see that V1 Mako hanging out in the cut. Mako? This is a V5. Right there. That is straight up Squid Industries V5 Mako. Whoops. I need practice though. I need practice. I'm new. I got a trainer. I plan to mess around with it. But I suck. I suck. But it's a nice trainer. It is not an actual blade. Whoop. So I'm not going to cut myself. It has these extra little nubs that help show, tell you all. That one lets you know, like, hey, you're holding it, so you would get cut if you touch that one. And the other one is if you're holding it too far back, then it catches your knuckles like that, and it hurts a little bit. So it helps train you to be holding it more in the better locations. It also has these down here are weights that can be removed or added to dial it in for yourself. It is solid, no movement on those, no tap. The blade doesn't rub against there. These are about 100 to 120 depending on the version that you get. They have some that have some two tones or slightly different handles. But the Mako V5 I think right now is about 110 bucks. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Flipping is fun. I sucked at first too. 10 months in and have progressed pretty substantially. Right on, Blue Dream. Do you have videos? Do you post videos on it or anything like that? I would check one of them out. Yeah, it's tuned in nice. That's what's really cool about these is I didn't know much about it, and I messaged them and they got back to me and they're very informative because I wanted to. Basically, my main question was, I want to get into it. I would like to get something that I can kind of advance with and not, because you can buy a cheap one for 10, 20, 30 bucks. But, as you progress, get a little bit better, you almost kind of outgrow it. And then it is no longer your skills kind of outgrow the item, and then you end up wanting to get a better one. And so I wanted to get one that wasn't like full-on pro level $300, but one that's good enough that I can advance fairly well with it, and then still continue to use it and enjoy it. Ooh, downloading complete. Thank you for subscribing, Grave Digga. I post on Instagram. I'm going to give you a sub. Nice to meet fellow knife brothers. Blue Dream. Are you Blue Dream M3 on Instagram? I'll go check you out. I am KDK in 4K. I can put this on here quick. I don't have a link capabilities right off the top, but my Instagram is, I should have links easier to post, but in a vertical live, it's not something that's as easy to do. But there, I just posted my Instagram is KDK in 4K. But yeah, go do that. I'll find you a Blue Dream. We'll check out some of those vids. Anyone else who wants to see them flipping some butterflies, go check them out. Give them a follow. Always good to meet new people. Check out some stuff. You're going to be in Blade Show, Texas? I will be at Blade Show, Texas. It's in a month from now. Squid Industries has got a big booth in the back corner. Always busy, fun stuff going on over there. I will definitely swing through. It's when third world jobs were brought into town. So I do have all of my not so mini knife shootout knives on the table here. The only reason, because I'm doing a mini knife shootout, but the thing is these are not so mini, because like this is the mini Momo, but technically this is kind of a full size. I mean, I get a 4-finger grip on there. The handle's still sticking out the back. It's a solid 3-inch blade. I mean, it's not really mini. So I call it the not so mini challenge. And that is these 14 knives right here. Already started. If you haven't watched the video, check out a couple of videos on it. You can vote for your top ones that are going to move on to the next stage. But I did start a paper cut test where I took each one of them like this and kind of did a nice little swoopy. Look at that curve you can cut. I mean, anyone can make a nice straight cut, but if it's sharp, you can make a nice curve cut to it. One of them that was not sharp because I'd use it, you're a Momo. What's up, Rick? This one kind of failed the sharpness test because I'd used it a little bit and had a little burr on it. But I went in. Whoa. And it's still there. It's right in that spot. I thought I kind of got it, but it seems to be catching, because when you got one that doesn't have it, wow. Is it this piece of paper? This piece of paper is defective. This paper's defective. There we go. Right? You know, it cuts right through. That is the mini Sheepdog button lock version. Pow. Who was it that was talking to me about maybe sending me one to check out? They have one of these, but it's not a button lock. It's like a, what are they called? Double detent. So it flicks out like that, and then you just push on the top, and then it double detents back down. I think that was a mini Sheepdog that someone was telling me about that. That might have been Lanyard Man. Have any Skull Crusher pommels? You know, I don't know. This fixed blade Buck 119, that is a large backside for a solid banging. Machine-wise Sonora, I do not. I would like to though, but I don't. I have a few knives that have the stupid glass breakers on the back. I'm not as big a fan of those. What's up, Kathleen? This one is just a gnarly Jim Wagner reality-based Boker. What are you up to tonight, Kathleen? Got any fun plans for the weekend? What's up, Cable Knitter? I feel like NAF knives are overrated. Vito. Yeah, I got the NAFs. This is the Lander 1. This is a nice little smaller knife. It's good for that little fifth pocket little user. Not too big, but it works pretty good. I've used it a lot. That's why it does have a little ding in it. I was kind of beating on it one day with some boxes and stuff. I do have a Lander 2. Boom. Lander 2 has the Kaiser clutch lock in it. The Kaiser clutch lock is the best crossbar lock in my opinion. It's just smooth. It works good. Flicks out nice. Thumbs out easy. Just feels like it just, right? But it's solid. All right. What are we talking about? You guys, if you want to talk about knives, we can talk about knives. You want to talk about other stuff, you can find another location to do so. All the action on your knives is satisfying. Thank you. I love knives. I love doing, oops, that was poor action. The triple action right there, cold steel triple action. Double-edged. They don't make these anymore. I got this in like 2007, 2008. NAF versus Elementum. I don't have that Elementum anymore. Or do I have a mini? I have the mini Elementum. Similar. Thank you for subscribing, Frankie and Blue Dream. What's going on, K-Van? Thank you, TKE. Blue Dream, I don't know. I guess this could be considered a gravity knife. Basically, the way it works is that drops down. The blade, I'm trying to do it slow. Blade swings out, and then that drops shut. So you can go like that, and then bring that back up. And so all in one. I guess it would be considered similar to a gravity knife. I like that you can have it this way and just do the boom. You are so responsible, TKE. You're just a champ. My champion. Go to battle for me. Boom. I don't have a 940. I got a Benchmade tagged out. This is the only Benchmade I own. I don't mind it. I actually really enjoy the design of this, but I don't like that they make these, like this is like the Bug Out's older brother, and they made both of these to be light. Or, you know, like not take up that weight in your pocket. I prefer it to be heavy. I'd like to get some titanium scales for this, add a couple ounces of weight to it. But the design of the scales is cool. I like the shape of it. It's fun. Bug Out is too small, or, you know, I have Bug Out killers all over the whole place. I'm a Bug Out killer. Here's one right here. That's the CJRB Hectare. Ultim and S90V. Just a champ. Opens like a dream, flicks out really nice, good choke up. I'm not saying I don't like Benchmade. I spent money, I bought a Benchmade tagged out. Most of the knives that they have are overpriced for what you get, and so I don't really go for it. Which one, Nicholas, are you talking about? The tagged out is like 180 or 190 brand new. And the CJRB Hectare, I think you can get a base model AR RPM 9 Hectare for like $50. This one, I got this at Blade Show Texas last year, so I got a deal on it. I got this pulled it right out of Russell's hand. I think I paid $80 for it. S90V though, with Ultim, it's great. Happy stuff. The one I have in my hand is the Bug Out killer. Yeah, 80, 90 bucks, I think. So they might be 100 in the S90V version. But they do have some AR RPM 9 versions that are cheaper. I am not in Texas. I am in Minnesota. I will be going to Blade Show Texas. It's a 14-hour drive. I went last year. I'm excited. I want to go to Atlanta or Utah, but it's expensive to get out there. I do the best I can, but I will be in Texas. TKE agrees. The tagged out minus the scales. Yeah, maybe one of the days I'll get some of those. Is it the goat scales? Or are they Flytanium? I don't know. Somebody makes some titanium scales for it. They're for like $100 that I may get at some point. Good evening. I'm a knife lover. I have a Browning, almost 3 years. Regards. What's going on, Samir? Good to have you here. Welcome to Knife World. If you have any questions or knives that you're interested in, I have plenty. I'm carrying my Echo today. Echo's got like the nicest front flipper. I mean, that front flipper is just a flawless. Button lock works really good. Flicks out great. This is the original Echo titanium clip. ARRPM 9. Easiest front flipper out there. Wade, I'm in Texas. We'll be there also. That's dedication to drive from Minnesota. Right on, Wade. We're going to hook up. I'm posting videos. Check out my channel. I did a whole bunch of videos when I went last year. I'm doing a Road to Blade Show, Texas. I already posted one video. I'll be talking about the trip. I'll be live streaming while we're on my way. I'll be live streaming while I'm there. I'll be making videos, having a good time, doing some pocket checks, maybe get a giveaway in here and there, something like that. Got 103 in here right now, Kenman. Right on, TKE. See these vertical lives, they pull them in. Ripped Garage Tex makes scales for the tagged out. Wade. Let me write that down. Wade, thank you. I always appreciate the scoops, the little input. I'll check those out. Ripped. I've never heard of them. Anybody get anything from them before? Have you bought stuff from them? Sorry, I'm writing slowly. I appreciate that, though. I will check them out. What's up, Stacy? Stacy from Bolstered Blades, or Stacy's Bolstered Blades. Stacy is Bolstered Blades. Thank you for subscribing, Kip and Samir. For sure, Winston. You guys let me know. I want to make sure I try to hook up with as many people as I can. And we're going to have some fun. Maybe stop somewhere, catch a drink, run around, make some videos together. How many knives do I have, Caden? Pushing 300. I don't know for sure, but it's probably getting close to 300. I haven't added it up in a while. I try not to think about it too much. Last time I did add, it was probably 270. RGT scales. I'm just going to have to keep my notes out. What's up, Kevin Smith? RGT scales. That doesn't ring a bell right off the top of my head at the moment, but I will check them out. What's up, Brown Sugar? How are you tonight? Good to see you in here. Paul Mills as well. Now we're getting a crowd up in here. Full throttle. Give a thumbs up for me. Much appreciated. Got 112 people in here. 31 thumbs up. If you're going to have a good weekend this weekend, you like knives, you're having fun, pop me a little thumbs up. Help me out. I appreciate it. JK Outpost. Why does that sound so familiar? Okay, biggest and smallest knife. What kind of knife would you recommend for an electrician? Electrician, you're cutting wires all the time. Something like this. This is the Riot XOU utility. So you can put that utility razor blade on there. I'm assuming you're probably cutting cables and wires and crap like that, and you're gumming up and making your blade dull really fast. Getting something that's removable, but also you got that fidget factor on there. It does have a lock on it, so you can lock it open or lock it closed. You know, so when it's in your pocket, it doesn't really open up or have you any problems. But these do work really nice as far as if you're going to be cutting wires and things where you're going to be making it dull and you don't have to sharpen all the time. You can just pull that blade out, throw a fresh blade in there, and you're good to go. I'm not really a fan of it most of the time, but I'm not an electrician who's always making cuts with like wires and stuff that really dull things up. JK Designs is a Bali maker too, but makes a sick folder. Use boxing gloves and tell them to get in the yard. Okay, smallest knife, biggest knife. Smallest knife was this little guy right here. This is an actual functioning Italian auto stiletto. This was my smallest knife, but no more. I do not have any Protex, Skippy. Doesn't mean I don't like them, I just don't have any. This is now my smallest knife. Tiny little brass handled knife. I'm going to do a shipwreck on there. It'll be the smallest shipwreck in the world. Edvin from Norway. What's going on, Edvin? Good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us from Norway. Largest knife is probably my Bowie. But it depends on what you want to, because like, is a machete a knife or is it a machete? So now we're moving into machetes. So longest blade is probably that, but that's not really a knife anymore. I consider that more of a machete versus I have a sword. So I guess a sword would be the longest blade. So if you're looking at knives, this Bowie knife is probably close. Also no Microtex. I'm not a big auto guy, so both of those are pretty heavy in the auto game. And it's not that I like them, it's not as much of my style, so I don't really have as many in the collection. I'm going to Blade Show, I might pick up. I've been looking at some Microtex. Got one of those keychain switchblades, but mine has a black handle. Yeah, you get these on Blade HQ. They're fun. They're small. Sometimes I struggle because my hands are big and it gets in the way, but well, like that right there, it caught my thumb as I was opening it because it's so small it twists around on me, but bam. There we go. Super fun. Skippy likes the CRKTs. This new minimalist new minimalist Cthulhu with the Cthulhu artwork on there and the whole the handle glows in the dark. These are fun. I do these for giveaways. Got the cleaver as well. They're not too expensive, and they're fun little secondary carry or little neck knife, smaller ones. MSI would be a good electrician's knife. The old MSI cuts everything. You just put something in the way and just wham. MSI is a beast. Microtech standard issue. Boom. It does have, it's got a little loosey-goosey on you can talk it pretty easy. So I wish that the detent was a little bit stronger, but it's nice. These are fun. I'm glad I have it. Oh, lordy. TKE love this Microtex. The CRKT Hisso. Ooh, Essies. I've looked at some Essies. I don't have any Essies, but the Essie Azula, couple nice fixed blades from Essie I would like to look into picking up. If it doesn't have a double lock, they're dangerous. It all depends, you know. Slip joint, no lock at all. Push that knife back down, but man, I mean, I guess the half stop is kind of a little preventative, but I've seen several knives that don't have any locks on them. I'm comfortable using this. This thing works good. I don't feel scared by using it that I'm going to cut myself or anything like that. So the lock situation isn't always as important. You know, I've definitely been getting more into the slip joints. Nice case. Long pole. Muskrat. Thank you for subscribing, Leonard and Slayer. Much appreciated. Tonto blades. Wow, look at that. It's like magnetic. You seen this? How did I magnetize one of those? That's kind of funny. Tonto blades. Benchmade 940 is a nice. I have a mini right here. Little mini Osborne. This is for my not so mini knife shootout. Well used. Look at that blade. Definitely had a lot of use on that blade, right? But still sharp. Still sharp. Osborne is a nice knife. I must have charged it up on a magnet and magnetized it. Yeah, I don't know. But that's funny that it just goes. So which one is it? Is it the peanut? Or is it, it's the muskrat. Because it's pulling that one away too. Huh. Magnetized muskrat. What do you say? What's up? None for now. I've gotten bitten on the half stop with your ABW slip joint. I learned a lesson that day. I've cut myself. Got me on one of these smaller ones. I went to open it like that, didn't get it far enough, and it pulled back down and cut myself on that. Any Bokers? Yes. I have a Boker Kalashnikov out the side auto. This is a $50 knife. If you're looking for a fun little auto, maybe pick one of these up. They do have them on Blade HQ. Standard Kalashnikov. This is the Lefty version. I have an old school Boker. This is a reality-based Jim Wagner blade. This is a gnarly blade right there. Got that one almost 20 years ago. Boker. Where did my little mini out the front? I lose knives all the time because I've got so many and they're all over the place. I have this little Boker USB stick. Boom. Pretty fun. No Puma. I've looked at someone else asked me about Puma a while back. I need to remember that. Why on earth would USPS send my knife from Indianapolis to Birmingham, Alabama? I live in Indiana. Dude, none for now. I've had that. One of them came to me from, it was like from somewhere on the east, and then it got to Chicago, and then it got to Minneapolis. This is where I am. Then it went back to Chicago, then it went to Kansas, then it went back to Minneapolis. It's like, what? What? KDK's tripping. What am I tripping about? What am I tripping about? Mail's going crazy right now. What's up, Kane? Yeah, it's efficiency to the USPS. I did hear someone was telling me about it once sometimes where it's like certain packages have more priority than others. So sometimes it's weird how some of that works, but yeah, it's not the greatest system. We're kind of stuck. We do what we can. We use the different potential possibilities, but watching it go back and forth, or watching it saying it's being delivered today at 9 in the morning, and then at noon it says it's being delivered today, and then at 6 p.m. it says it's being delivered today, and then at 7 p.m. it says it's being delivered today. Then at 8 p.m. it says, delay. Then 9 p.m. it's like, we don't know when you're going to get it. If you want to file for a refund tomorrow, you can. And then like 2 days later, you get it. It sucks, but you hope. Maybe for your next vacation, you'll book it with USPS and see where you go. Where do they send me? What's up, Ground Fog? How's it going, Spider or Crypto? I do not have any Spydercos. Spyderco Tusk, huh? How are you doing, Ground Fog? Do I have any Spanish knives? I don't know for sure. Bryce, yeah, I do not, no Spyderco's, Bryce. I have one that I'm doing a customization for, a Yojimbo, somewhere in the other room. Buck 110 or 112. I got two 110s right here, bing and bang. Couple real nice buttes. These are both 2 dots. 110 2 dot USA. These were both made between 74 and 79, so they're like 50-year-old knives. You can still buy a brand new Buck 110 that looks almost identical to that. It'll have a different stamp on the blade. I have a few Joker knives. Egyptian. We're going crazy here. I wish some of these, I don't really know exactly where they're all from. I have some Pakistani blades. Couple. I ended up picking up a few of these camel bone Pakistan Damascus. It's actually a cool little lockback. It's solid. Feels good in the hand. Kind of a fun look. Not too expensive though. And I don't know. It does have that cool bone handle. Kind of a cheaper Damascus. There's another one that's almost identical. You would almost say I just grabbed the same knife. Slightly different. They sent me the wrong one. I messaged them. Then I ended up, they were like, oh, we don't have that one in stock anymore. But then I found another one and I ended up ordering it. So now I have the two. It's solid enough. It's kind of a fun. I don't know how long that Damascus will hold an edge. But they are fun. I'm a knife collector. So it doesn't necessarily always have to have the price. Japanese Higo no Kami. Nago Higo no Kami. Not very good about that. But it is a friction folder. I do not have a cold steel SRK. Hello, knife people. Bryce is asking about some gravity knives. That's the Riot CPM 3V and Zircotai insert. This one's on loan. It's going back really soon. Got the XOU with the utility blade as well. They're fun. Definitely fun. What's up? Sorry, everybody's asking about Spyderco's today. We're gonna have to get a TKE. Go check out a TKE stream. I know he's got. How many Spyderco's do you have? TKE, before you take off, you're about to leave there. How many Spyderco's do you got, bro? I know he's got a few. Seems like the people who buy Spyderco's definitely buy several. No Emersons. Hunting a Benchmade Nimravis. Petrified Fish. I have a Petrified Fish Beluga. Nice drop to it. Flicks out on that big fuller. TKE might have dropped out right before I asked him about the Spyderco's. This is probably my favorite Petrified Fish. The Beluga. Nice beefy blade. We got the Petrified Fish Victor. Boom. The Victor's an interesting one. Flipper tab. Nice clean blade on that side. Then you've got the hole on this side. I think that hole should just go all the way through. Because I can only now use that hole or that dip on a thumb on one side, and then you can flick it out with the other hand. I have no Spyderco's. Need to fix that. I guess I keep forgetting, people are asking about Spyderco's. I did just get one. I got this right here. The Delica 4 knife kit. Spyderco. It is a plastic kit, but it's the same replica of a Delica. It's fun. Can't wait to put together a video coming soon. Leon, what knife was that? My second one, this is the Petrified Fish Victor. Is that the one you're asking about? The one right before it was the Petrified Fish Beluga. Whoops. So the Victor is cool. It's got that flicking slot. Doesn't go all the way through. Nice drop shot. Flicks out nice. Got a good feel. It works on both hands. Boom. A knife with an amber handle would be really cool, like this. Or you're talking actual amber. Because if you just want to get some Ultim, get a little Ultim insert on there, you get yourself a little piece of almost like amber. Where are my other Ultims? Right here. Boom. That's some Ultim. It's almost like amber. I do not have any tactile. Tactile knife co is cool. The rock wall is a really nice one. I got to handle that one once. And then my third Petrified Fish is the Bunta. Petrified Fish Bunta. This one is nice. The flick out, you have to kind of push sideways. A little bit harder flick out action on that one. It is a nice blade though. It does have a flipper tab as well. Flipper tab works really easy. Petrified Fish Bunta. So I have 3 Petrified Fish. I ended up getting them all in the blue, kind of a fish aquatic theme. But ultimately, if I were to just say, hey, one Petrified Fish to rule them all, the Bunta for the win. You can swap the clip to the other side on this one. Just a big beefy blade. That fuller is good for flicking out. What's going on, Clint? Good to see you. Anything with a knife hole is a win. I agree with that. I'm a big fan of the hole. Fuller is nice too, but a flicking hole, the old Lago. CJRB Lago. This is a one-of-a-kind swap right here. This had all silver hardware and a silver ring around the pivot. I swapped it with another one that Titanium Justin now has. I sent it to him as a gift. So he has a purple one because this also had the black blade. And so I gave him the black blade. I took the black hardware off of that one, put the silver hardware on with the black blade. So he's got a purple one with silver hardware, black blade, and a red pivot. And I've got the red one with the black hardware, black pivot, silver blade. I don't know, fun. It was a good swap. And the Lago is a great knife. Works really good. A little bit beefier knife from CJRB, AR RPM 9 on the steel. Definitely a winner though. I think one of my favorites though from CJRB is the Riff. The Riff is great. Whoops. Nice beefy boy. Feels great in the hands. Got that micarta. I love micarta. I'd say my 2 favorite handle materials are micarta and titanium. Probably titanium. Like this one feels the best in my hand. This frag titanium. Nice deep frag. Just, it feels so grippy. It doesn't want to slip. That's home for me. And then the Kaiser Towser is just great. It's got those jimps sit there really nice. Good choke up spot. This is just a Kenman exclusive win. The chunkier, beefier knives like the Hawk. Really enjoy that. I got the Ebony Bowie Pyrite Knife Center exclusive Hector in S90V. My only 2 CJRBs. Yep, I've got the S90V Hector as well with the Ultim. Slip joints. Yes, I do. I've got, this is the Rough Rider Apta Warncliffe with micarta. I ended up getting 3 Aptas because they are just cool. Where are the other 2? Here's a copper one. Listen to this. Just a great click and a really interesting looking blade shape on that copper Apta. Been getting into the case knives. We got my case Muskrat. right there that apparently is magnetic. I got the case mini stock or small stockman and medium stockman. I got a case peanut right there, which is probably one of my favorite smaller ones because it does have a half stop to it. I have Rosecraft. Rosecraft blades make some really nice slip joints, and I am into them. Where is it? There. Actually just got a thing going. I'm going to be in a pass around with some Rosecraft. Is going to be sending me some knives to check out pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. This is the Rosecraft Stinking Creek Sawbelly Stag in D2. Just a classic design. Got a really nice strong half stop to it. Great old school look. This is the Clinch River Swayback, also from Rosecraft. Got that choke up spot. Oof. Nice solid half stop on there. Here's another Rough Rider, the Winter Bone. This is a lockback, kind of a more futuristic looking lockback. But it's a lockback with a half stop and a crazy looking Warncliffy sheep's footy blade, right? Why do I have knives? Because I love them. This is my pocket jewelry. This is my fidget toys. This is my collectibles. All of them fit into that, all those categories. Everybody likes kind of collecting things. Everybody likes something to mess around with in their pocket. I also have tasks. On a normal day at work, I will probably have to make about a dozen cuts, whether it's being a box or tape or wrap around a bag or a package or something like that. And I wasn't one who wanted to carry a little razor blade or just have something close by to go grab it. So I definitely am someone who is always using a knife. The question is, why doesn't he have more? Dylan knows what's up. Mr. Mallory right there. How's it going, bud? Good to see you again. Yeah, why don't I have more? I need more. You're missing 2 shelves down here. There's more down there. I've got a whole pile of them there, and in the back in the other room. It's not a brag, it's just an addiction. It's an addiction. I love it. I need more. What's up, Laid Off Pete's? No Marlin spikes. Why don't you just use scissors? Oh, Jared. I do use scissors. I use scissors. But I'm not going to carry scissors in my pocket. And very often when I'm doing something, you grab something and it's like, oh, I've got it right here. I can go like this, make a cut, go like this, put it away. See how easy that was? That was all one-handed. Boom, open, make a cut, boom, put it away. Like, I'm not going to do that with scissors in my pocket, but carrying a folding knife that also has some fidget factor, some fun, some style. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. I'm home. I'm home, right? Jared's back. Yeah. Damn scissors. Do I have some cool kukri knives? I don't know how cool it is. This is a cold steel kukri. What was the... I have a folding knife that kind of has kukri vibes. And now I can't remember. This one is definitely been out. It's not too expensive. This is a beater. Take it out in the woods and use that kukri action for the cutting quality that it has. You ever show anyone your knives, they open them, touch the blades, put them down, and then you follow with a quick open and wipe? A quick open and wipe? Ew. Especially if they use this one. If someone's like, hey, can I use that that poop knife real quick? Then it's like, ew. The bushwhacker? Yeah, that's definitely a bushwhacker. I mean, you could get in the brush with this one if you want to pull the old Rambo. Every once in a while, you need to bust out the Rambo, because why wouldn't you? But at the same time, we've got the Jason approved. You know, Jason needs to have his solid, huge machete. I had someone put 2 titanium knives in one hand, and then they're clacking them together. Oh, God. Yeah, you know, there are some knives, like I almost always carry multiples. So then if I have a really nice one, someone's like, hey, can I use a knife? I don't say, oh, here you go. Here's my titanium Echo. I would reach in this pocket here, and I would be like, here you go. You can use this nice little case lock back. They can make their cut with it, and then I don't have to worry about, I should carry that one all the time too, huh? You don't have to worry about it so much, especially if you hand somebody this right here. Most people in the world can go and look at this and they can be like, oh, all right. Make their cuts, not actually injure themselves. They might not be able to figure out how to close it, but most people will probably see that right away and be like, oh, there you go. And they hand it back, and then I know what I handed them if they were to drop it or something like that, or try to cut something that they shouldn't have been cutting. Little peace of mind, because I handed them that one. Or it's like, nope, you can't have my titanium, but here you go. You can take this bad boy right here. Beat the hell out of it. Go for it, bud. Have fun opening and closing it, too. Get a little fidget factor on that Ozark Grail $10 knife. Thank you for subscribing, Jugan and Carrie. Much appreciated. Enjoy. A lot of customization on the channel. Unboxings, fun stuff. Gas station knives, fancy knives. Nice looking brand new releases like the Devo Tallboy. This thing sold out in less than 30 minutes, but I was right there, picked up mine. I got the Blade Binge dark mode version. So I got my hand on the pulse, the new Hawk. Got that from Kaiser right when that came out. But I also will buy crazy stuff like this. You know, why wouldn't you pick up something that has 2 knives on the same... Wait. 3 knives. Wait. 4 blades. 4-blade action. So you're going to see crazy stuff like this on there. You're going to see it all. What do you think about those eBay knife sellers? What do you mean? That's a pretty vague grouping. Because, like, for example, Kaiser sells on eBay. They do exclusive eBay. So, like, Kaiser has their own website, but then they also have a exclusive, or actually, no, that's not eBay, that's Amazon. I went straight into Amazon when I read your eBay. I'm not sure why. But, like, this is a Kaiser Amazon exclusive. So you only could order this 14C28N in micarta version from Amazon. But, okay, eBay is different. eBay... I have purchased a few used knives. Like I got this old case. This is from 1993. This old small Stockman. So I bought that used from a nice person on eBay. I picked up my 50-year-old Buck 110 off of someone on eBay. So it's possible, but you got to be careful. Look at the person who's selling it. Do they have some history? Have they sold things before? What are you buying? Is there any, you just got to be a little careful sometimes. The reversible pocket clip one has better action for whatever reason on the bug out. They improved it. The wug out. Interesting. I bought a Manix 2 off eBay and it's just fine. Just hate to get burned. Bought a box of TSA knives. Funny. Kaiser is great. Just picked up the Bugatti. Oh, that's right. You picked up the 3V Bugatti half off $45 instead of $90. That's a pretty good price. I am loving the Momo though. Full size Momo is awesome. And if it's a little big, get the mini Momo. Okay, the Wug Out is the Ozark Trail. Okay, so that's what this is called, the Wug Out. I have not heard that title. Cold Steel wants to see Matt wants to see some Cold Steel. This is my Cold Steel box cutting machine. This is the Tough Light with the triad lock on the back. Look at this solid grab on there. You can just get in there and push through boxes like a champ. I have a Finn Wolf. This was from my All in a Day series. Jesus. I have this series. It's called All in a Day. It varies on where you live and your location. I live in Minneapolis, and so I'm kind of, you're a Momo. Deja vu. I live in Minneapolis, so it's, depending on your city, it varies, but where I'll go and I'll research, I'll find a knife, I'll order it, it'll be shipped, it'll be delivered, and I'll do the unboxing all in one day. So like you go to Amazon and type what will be delivered today, you look and see what the knives are available, pick one out. This right here is the Finn Wolf, Cold Steel Finn Wolf triad lock, nice solid knife. Does have thumb studs, so you can thumb that thing out, even though it has that beefy lock on the back. Nice little fun, not too expensive knife. I do have an older Cold Steel Kobun fixed blade. Got this one probably 18 years ago. Pretty happy with it. That is a classic buck right there. Which one was I talking about? My 110? 50-year-old 110 or my 2-year-old 119 right here. I sharpen my knives myself, but since I am a knife collector and I'm always getting new knives, what happens is, like today, I'm carrying my Echo. I've got my CJRB Echo, and I probably haven't carried this in over a month. And so I've got a bunch of knives that are just like this. Today, I'm carrying this. So I probably made 8 or 9 cuts, maybe 10 cuts at work today, maybe a couple more things by the end of the day. And then tomorrow, I'll grab a new one, and I'll carry that one that day. And I will continue that happening and continue to get new knives on a regular basis. So often I don't have knives that I only carry them once every month or so. And the amount of cuts I make, they don't get that dull. So I can take something like the Field Sharp, the Work Sharp Field Sharpener, and just do the littlest touch up. I was doing that with this one here, my Lander. But these got 200 one side, 600 the other side. But you can get on that 600. Just make a few passes like this. Maybe a couple passes on that ceramic stone. And then a couple across the back on the strop right there. And for the amount of cuts that I make, the amount that I use a knife, I can do that to it. And I've now maintained that edge pretty much back to where it was before I used it that day. Since I'm not using similar one every single day, I get by with only needing to do little touch-ups. I have a Flytanium. Oh, what is my most expensive? Around $200 is where I kind of maxed out myself right now. I do have the Flytanium Arcade. This was about would have been $210, and I paid full price for it, but I got it on sale. It's great. It's got that shark lock like the Demcos have. My Kaiser Hawk, that's a $210 knife right there. The Arcade you may have gotten for cheaper, but it is above $200. Yeah, it's a retail $200 knife approximately. So is the Hawk. It's about $210 for that one right there. My Devo Tall Boy was also around $200. I really love the Tall Boy. It is a great knife. Boom. Devo makes some cool stuff. I had a couple others that were kind of around that $200 range. I know the Microtech MSI is probably about $170, maybe $180. The Benchmade Tagged out is 180 or 190. Any plans for Devo Chaser? I don't, not yet. Maybe. How much is the Chaser going for? They kind of keep most of them around 200 bucks. I got a nice karambit right here. Double-edged, serrated on one side, gnarly, nasty bad boy right there. Just in time. Just stay off my corner. I'm not huge on karambits, big doggy, but I do have a few. What is my biggest knife? That's where we talked about it. Like, is a sword a knife? Is a machete a knife? I think this Dalstrong is a knife. So, I mean, if this is a kitchen knife, that probably could be the biggest one in the house right now. I could be wrong, but it's a beefy. But it depends on what falls under knife. Bowie knife, this is definitely probably one of my biggest. This is a Rough Rider Bowie crown stag, that actual stag deer. That's fun stuff. That is fun stuff. I typically find the odd job to help frame out basements, install insulation, hang drywall, good stuff like that. Easy peasy money, typical but not consistent. Get a good solid job, you're good. Most expensive Grinch, yeah, I was just kind of showing those around 200. I've got a few concepts. The Tuckamore is about 180. That one's a really nice knife. And then the Fenrir. My Lefty Fenrir using my right hand. I got a couple, I'm a lefty. So I have a couple full lefty knives. Concept Fenrir, CPM 20 CV, shredded carbon fiber and titanium. Fenrir is super cool. Got a nice front flipper to it. Got some thumb studs, flicking out, thumbing out. A couple choke up spots in the front and the back. You can get in there, do some work. Tenable just released. That's their budget version of a Fenrir. It's a button lock. Very cool stuff. Yeah, they have Lefty Fenrirs. This, I know I'm on mirror image right now, so it looks like it's a righty. But this is my left hand right here. That is a Lefty liner lock. I guess I can grab. Here's my Tuckamore. You can see the locks are on the opposite sides of each other. So this one right here is a lefty. Concept actually does a few different lefties. You'd be surprised. Concept has at least 6 different models. They make lefty versions. This is the Concept Warrior, also a lefty. Bolster lock on that one. We've got titanium with a texture to it on that bolster. And I think this is also 20 CV. But yeah, dude, lefty. This one was on sale too. I think it was 180 bucks and they had it on sale for 100, 108 or something like that. What is my coolest knife? God, that's a toughie. Coolest knife? It's so weird. I think one of the coolest looking knives is my Tuckamore. I just love that. The black titanium with the micarta insert and the blade shape. I just think it looks cool. But I don't know, I'd say maybe one of my coolest. Also, it just depends on how weird you want to get. Before I show, drop all my papers on the floor. Before I show the one I think is my coolest knife, I'll show one that I think is funny. Because I get knives like this too, where it's just absolutely ridiculous. Is that cool or what? I mean, look at how much of the blade actually goes into the handle. Almost none of it. It's just ridiculous. So that's some fun stuff, right? But I think my coolest blade is probably this one right here. Max Ace Goliath. That is an SLD Magic Sanmai sandwiched blade. That is an actual hamon on there. That's just not just a line or anything etched on there. That's showing the actual blade steel. Flips up nice. Got the titanium bolster and hardware. And it's a beast. This thing is huge. As far as the folder goes, it's absolutely massive. That's cool. That is cool. But also, it's by the day. Is it called? Oh, this is a Maxace Goliath. I think it says right there. Goliath. SLD Magic Sandmai Blade. The Maxace Goliath. This thing is an absolute hog. If you want to see, like, here's your bug out killer. This is the size of a bug out. Look at that. It's just a beast. Absolute hog. Frag Towser. Frag Towser is my favorite. It's just my favorite as far as the size, the way it feels, the way it looks, the way it opens. Ugh. Titanium frag and 154 CM Towser K for the win. But, I mean, that's just a sweet knife, though. I need to carry... I got to remember to carry that. Maybe I'll carry it again tomorrow. Got so many knives. That's the problem, is I go through kind of the rotation, and then sometimes I don't carry knives for weeks. Can't find it ever. Where is it? What's the Frag Towser? It's a Towser K. This is a Kaiser. Kaiser Mini Towser K. This was a White Mountain Knives exclusive version with the Frag Titanium and the 154 CM. They make Towser Ks. You can buy a copper Towser K and then send it to me, and I'll shipwreck it like that for you if you like shipwrecking copper and brass. But the regular Towser K, oof, look at that drop. Doesn't have the clutch lock like the White Mountain Knives version does, but I almost like the liner version better. I drop it to my thumb and just whoosh, it swings shut. Flicks out really nice. That's Towser K number 2. Towser K number 3. Towser K number 4. Pow. I love the Towser K. This is the Rich Light version. Least favorite one. Probably need to do something to it. Probably one of my favorites. They're all my favorites, but the micarta has a contoured handle. 154 CM. What I actually did was, and they have multi-row bearings, so they're really smooth. I do have a sheepdog. I have a couple sheepdogs I can show off in a sec. But what I did with these is all the silver hardware, silver liner, silver pivot was all on the red one, and all the blacks was on the blue. And so I did a swap, so now the blue has the shiny silver accents on it, because the blue and the black kind of were too close together. They didn't really pop. But this, that silver on there with the blue really pops out. And then the red one, now it has all that black hardware, that red and black. Oh, that's a win. That is a win. So I have 2 sheepdogs. I have a Rich Light sheepdog right there. Nice full size. And then I have a mini button lock sheepdog right here. Boom. Mini sheepdog is actually great. That choke up spot, you got a full grab on there. Good user. Towsers are hands down awesome. Crazy thumb set action, great. And if you want something like a Towser, but you don't want the thumb studs, pick up the Cobalt. And if you don't like the 3V aluminum Cobalt, get the micarta 154 CM. Oh, dueling Cobalts. Yes, I do, but this is a knife channel, so we talk about knives here. I love the Cobalt. It's a fun one. For sure. For sure. Might as well pull out the old mini Paragon. Look at that beast. Just in time, I got the Nebula and 2 minis. What just happened? One liner, one button lock gray, rich light. When they were selling the Kaiser Towser for 30 bucks shipped, it was the best knife deal on the planet. Dude, Kaiser Towser 154 CM for 30 bucks. I would have bought like 2 or 3 of them. I have not reviewed a clutch lock sheepdog, Rick. I have reviewed a sheepdog and a mini sheepdog, and I've reviewed the Kaiser clutch lock on many different knives, and I've stated quite a few times that I think the clutch lock is the best execution of a crossbar lock, the best one out there. The clutch lock just wins. The youth of the UK would love you. For sure, for sure. I'm also really enjoying the new Milita, the fixed blade Milita. This thing is nice. If you want a nice larger fixed blade, full tang, I definitely will recommend the Milita. It just feels good in the hand. Got those extra jumps up top for getting in there like that. Some draws, some just oof. I did carry this. I put an Ulticlip on there, so it doesn't come with the Ulticlip. But look at that slim profile of the Ulticlip. What is cool about that, I'm going to take my Echo out, is so you pop it open like that, if you haven't seen the Ulticlip before, and then you put that in your pocket and then you clamp it down. So I'm going to set this in my pocket here and then pop it down. And now look at that profile. I know you're kind of far away, but it's slim. It doesn't take up space. It doesn't stick out. It doesn't move around. And you just boom, out. You've got your fixed blade. Do your work. Make your cut. Drop it back in there. Click it into position. And it is there. It is not going anywhere. Oh, if you want to carry a fixed blade as a daily carry, look at that. I mean, that's a win. And it's not obtrusive. It doesn't stick out. It's not like bulky that you're bumping into it. You know, if you have a big old something like this where it's got a big belt clip on the back, you put that on your belt, it's going to stick out that much further. Everyone has different styles. I know some people that like to do like a scout carry or something where they put it on their belt but like sideways like that, get in there for doing some work. I don't know as far as that being on my back. If you're sitting down, you end up taking that off when you sit down, or do you just sit down with that there? I'm not really sure. Justin, just in time, wants to get the Milita fixed. It is good. It's a win. If you're interested, I'll jump on it. And they have so many different versions. You can get a base model version for like 60, 70 bucks. And then you can get this one here with the S35 VN and the camo carbon. I think it's like 160 or 170, something like that. But dude, the way that just drops in there, clicks in. I played an entire round of disc golf with that. Didn't feel like it was in the way, didn't bang it up against anything. No issues whatsoever. Gonzo! What is up, Gonzo? How are you doing today? What's that puppy up and left of the heart? Up and left of the heart. I'm trying, but I'm not sure which one you're referring to, Josh. So Josh, be more specific. I don't see a heart. It's small. What is the heart? Are we talking on the table? On the table, looks kind of like hearts right here. I tend to gravitate towards Kaiser's S35 VN stuff. Kaiser, just all their stuff is great. But yeah, S35 VN, I love 154 CM too. I really do. I think it's a great steel. It holds an edge pretty well. It sharpens easily. It's fun. That's a lot of knives, says Thomas. It's a couple hundred. I don't have them all on display. You can't see the bottom shelf. It's a work in progress. I got to mess around with my shelves a little bit more. On my phone screen, it looks like a Tonto blade. Is it on the table, Josh? Or is it up there? Because that, I mean, I would love to show it to you, but I don't. I need more. You say table, middle, or top shelf, second shelf, third shelf, or whatever. We can try to figure this out. It's on the table. Boom. To my right. So my right would be over here. Am I correct so far? What color? So over here. Looks like a Tonto blade, but it's closed. What's my favorite knife, Thomas? Black handle. One of these. 1, 2, 3. Is it one of these? 1, 2, 3. Did I pick it up? We're getting there. Yeah, Thomas, the White Mountain Knives, Kaiser Towser K, 154, and Frag Titanium. Closer to the camera, it doesn't look like a folder. This? Folder, 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 folder. Next row over. Down here. Here. There. It's okay, Josh. It's fine. Imagine there's a grid. A, B, C, D. This one. CRKT cleaver, minimalist. Okay, so B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three. This one. Okay, so if this was 3, then this one's 2. Concept Fenrir. Trying to get Josh taken care of, Thomas. You're next. This is it. Concept Fenrir. This is a Lefty Fenrir. There is also a tenable version of the Fenrir now, which is a button lock. Got a nice front flipper to it. Got some nice thumb studs. Flicks out easy. This is a Lefty Premium CPM 20 CV shredded carbon fiber and titanium. This is a fun game. What's up, Aries? I actually enjoyed it too. I was like, we're figuring this out. Fenrir is great. Okay, Thomas, which one do you want to see on the top shelf stand? Top shelf. So up on this thing, you want to see the Apocalypse Zombie Killer? This is awesome. It's ridiculous. We're having a blast, though, I tell you what. Why don't I just label everything? Kung Fatty would pay. What would you pay? What would you pay? For what? Called it. Gnarly. I have my, the Rough Rider Potato Micarta folding hatchet. That's what's up, dude. Look at the half stop. Brr, bow. Psh, come on. Rough Rider folding hatchet all day long, I tell you what. I've got one of my absolute favorite knives, one that you can't get, one that I can't get rid of because I can no longer replace it. Its value is priceless to me, but worthless to some. This was one of my very first knives ever. Got a walnut handle with the brass top and bottom, and then a stainless Pakistan that was rusted all to be dead. And I fixed it, got rid of the rust, still got some pits on it. But I won this at a carnival when I was a kid and had it growing up. Still have it in my collection. You have one of these? Or you have the hatchet, Josh? Just in $5. We're getting by here. You have one of these, Josh. Like this. You guys, if anybody's got one of these, God, tell me the link. I want to get a new one. I'm never going to get rid of this one. Really, I won this at a carnival all of a long time ago. It's yours got stainless Pakistan as well? God, message me. Send me a pic. Hit me up on Instagram. I'd love to see it. That's great. I love that knife. I mean, I've had it. I want it. It's cheap, but it's great. Only the finest of stainless Pakistan, right? Got this old Cricket. This old CJRB. This is a dive knife. Look at the reflection on that. Reflection in a reflection in a reflection. There's me. How much am I willing to pay for what, Dale? Knife to meet you. Oh, savage. I like how you drew the blade on there with the X's and O's. Very creative. Impressive. Got it at medieval times in Florida. Wow. How long ago? That's great. Yeah, this is a dive knife. So it is sharp on both sides, serrated on the one side, and then it has a pry tip. So you can get in there, you find like a clam or an oyster, you want to pop that thing open, cut it out, and just eat it fresh right out the ocean. I never actually took this diving, never actually even used it. Got it a long time ago, probably 18 years, and I've just had it in the collection. It sits there with all the others. It is cool. I wish I was a diver and I'd be able to have been used it a few times, but do you have a picture photo of your collection and Instagram? I do have an Instagram. I don't have a photo of like my whole collection. I have a photo. There's one photo where it's of the entire shelf, and I have a lot of individual photos. 30 years, that sounds about right, Josh. Mine's at least that old. Happy Friday night, people, says Echo. What's up, Echo? But yeah, Atmosumarto, I apologize. This is not a link. Can't read my... It's not a link, but that is my Instagram. If you go to Instagram, go to KDK and 4K, you can see my pictures. You can send me some photos, message me, talk about knife stuff. Middle of the table Yoko knife. Yoko knife? What does that mean? This channel is Love Knives. What knife that you use? I use a lot of these knives. I mean, none of them are like my main daily because I carry something different like all the time. Just in time's got to go real quick. Be back if you're still on. If not, see you around. Thanks for hanging out, bud. Middle of the table, yellow handled knife. Middle of the table, yellow handled knife. Can you show me it in the middle of the day? Well, it's no longer the middle of the day. But this is the Kubi Quaken Ultim 14C28N. There's the clip. I can do a swap here. Lanyard Man was so gracious as to send me a holiday gift. He sent me this Vero clip. The Vero clip is a slim pocket clip. We'll take this bad boy. Not paying attention. Maybe I need to look down. So that fits in there really nice, really flat, slim along there. Boom. Get that thing out, do some work. Drop it right back in there, and you're carrying a fixed blade. Yahoo! Yellow handled, yellow handle. Anyone doing an LED light install in a handle these days? I have not seen that. The one right above it? You mean this one here? Baltic Blades Angus. This is a handmade blade from Baltic Blades. The Angus. This is also a neck knife. Glowing handles. I just picked up this CRKT Minimalist. This is the Cthulhu version Minimalist, and it does have glow-in-the-dark handles. What's up, Chris Paul? You know what you could do as far as the lights, putting LED lights in a handle, Kung Fatty. You could do like the arcade. So the arcade has that little see-through section right there where the Ultim is. You could put an LED in there. I could get the backspacer that fills that in, and you could put a little LED inside there. That might be kind of cool. The other yellow one in the middle bottom. You mean the orange? This is orange. I don't see any others that are yellow. This is the Rosecraft Clinch River Swayback D2 bone, nickel silver on the bolster, nice half stop. Glow Rhino is doing some glow stuff. Yeah, I saw some of Aries did a few glow handles. They look really cool. I had the Minimalist. I have it. You gave it away and you regret that, says Chris. Chris, this one right here, this glow-in-the-dark Minimalist was $20 on Blade HQ. I think it's still on sale for 20 bucks. Can't beat that. They also have other ones that may not be on sale, but if you liked it, you know, it's not too expensive a knife. Might as well grab another one. Got to run, everyone. Have a good evening. Thanks for hanging out, Rick. Much appreciated. We'll see you sometime soon. Metal blade with the rope wrapped around it, wrapped in the inside of the middle, bottom, middle of this table. Middle, bottom, middle of this table. Metal blade, rope wrapped around it. That must be this one. Yeah. This is the Baltic Blades Angus. Handmade knife. Nice little smaller scalpel neck knife. Baltic Blades. I just watched Forged in Fire, got me into knives and swords. Elise, Forged in Fire is a great show. It's really fun. I met a couple of people that have been on that show. One of them is Jin Designs. He's actually should be at Blade Show Texas again this year. Really nice guy. Makes some cool knives for concept. But yeah, it's a fun show. If no one's ever watched Forged in Fire and you want to watch knives actually get made. The only thing I'm not a fan of is you know, I know they have to do it as like a show where it's like there's competing and it's like, all right, now we're going to test your blades. Well, they have a time limit and they say stop, and the dude literally needed 10 more minutes to finish it, but he couldn't finish it because time was up. Stop. So now we have to, you know, now you can test this blade. Well, you're testing something that wasn't finished. And so now you're going to critique it and be like, well, you should have done this, you should have done this. Well, it's like, yeah, but I was going to do that, but I didn't get it finished because I needed 10 more minutes or whatever it is. So they get judged off of something that they would have never actually presented to someone to be judged. Because if you are going to make something and then present it to someone to have them test it, you're going to spend the time, you're going to finish it, get it to where you want it, then say, all right, it's ready. And so I'm not really a fan. I get it that they're trying to make the show, find a way to have the competition, but I'm more of a fan of like the last thing where it's like now they get to go home, spend their time, create what they want, and then present that. I just think that time limit, especially where it's something where it's like they can see the dude only needed like a couple more minutes to do something, but it's like, nope, absolutely not. We're going to judge you on it, you know. It is a competition, so I get it, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't have too many wood handles. Got the new Mikarudi wood on the Milita. This is the new 154 cm version Milita G10 with that Mikarudi wood in there. Mora knives. I have a couple Moras over here. Here's a Mora Basic. That's a great knife. Here's the Mora like 5.1. It's a slight upgrade from the Basic. Really nice grip on it. A little bit bigger. Still only around 12 to 15 bucks. And then I also have a Cans ball. This is an upgraded, more beefy, full tang version of a Mora. I think these are around 40, 50 bucks. But if you look at the difference between the Basic and the Cans ball, the blade, obviously, significantly larger, thicker. Plus it is a full tang, so it does go all the way through there on the end. And the you can put it in the sheath either way. And as a lefty, that's nice because some of these where you only can put it in the one direction. Then when you're riding it in your pocket or in your belt or whatever, sometimes it's not always as comfortable as you want it to be. Thank you for subscribing. Bazals is a bub. And Antonio. I have the Basic and the Companion. I would also like to get the Garberg. It's another one that's a full tang, a little bit larger one. It might be 50, 60 bucks for that one, but I think it's like the Garberg or Gerberberger. No Shugarovs here, Joe. Not that I don't want one. Cans ball is nice. I like it. As far as if I'm going out camping and I want something that I really want to beat on stuff, do some bushcrafting, this is it. This is it. If I want to have one out when I'm camping and having some fun and just enjoying the knife, doing some whittling and some stuff, you know, I probably would try that Milita or even some of these smaller ones. These smaller ones for getting in there and just doing some fun little work. I dig it. Garberg. That's what it is, Groundfowl. Garberg. I knew it was something like that. But I do want to get a Garberg at some point as well. Gerber knives are good. I don't have too many Gerbers. I do have the little Gerber. I can't remember, Chonky, whatever this was. But I picked that one up because it just looked like a fun little chopper. Haven't actually used it yet, but it's kind of a cool looking dinker right there. And it was a good addition to the collection. I use the midget knife for work. What's the midget knife? Always wanted a custom minimalist, but don't think Alan makes too many of them. Alan Foltz, right? I met him at Blade Show Texas last year. Nice guy. He makes the Ritual, or he designed the Ritual as well. But I didn't know he made some customs. That would be cool. Have Alan actually fabricate a custom minimalist. Maybe a higher quality blade steel. Did he make them? Got yourself a new sub. Thank you, Elise. I do a lot of custom stuff. We haven't really looked at any of my custom stuff. I like to do shipwrecks, where you take a piece of copper and force the patina So I did that blue and brown, bronzy kind of patina on there. I do custom dyes. So I dyed the handle of this from brown to blue and then gave it that kind of gene washed look, and then acid etched the blade. So the blade was the same color as the clip there, but did a nice little acid etch to it. I do laser marks on handles. So this one right here was an all silver aluminum handle. This is the CJRB agave. And I took a picture of an agave plant and then did a reverse image laser mark. So the white is the laser mark. Got that agave plant on the handle. So I'm always doing dye projects on the channel, looking for new fun things. Here's another laser mark I did on this accipiter. Did some wings. An accipiter is a bird of prey. So put some wings laser marked on the handle. So if you do watch, that will be something that you're going to see on a regular basis, is the customizations, the mods. Here's my Civivi Vision FG. This is white. I did a dye for the red on the handle on that one there. So you are going to see a lot of the customizations. I do fade dyes. This is one of my more recent fade dyes on this Concept Mini Helix. Was jade, and I did that fade from the yellow to red. Actually, my most recent fade was for a giveaway right here. I just finished this for Waylon. So this is an Artisan Cutlery Arroyo. I did the acid etch on the blade and then the fade from the yellow to red on the handle. So if you look, this Arroyo I also did the dye on, but the blade used to be shiny like that, and I did this nice gray acid etch to it. So you will see a lot of customization stuff on the channel. I do have a CNC machine that I have not put together yet because I haven't had a chance to get to it. I've been really busy. I also like to do lots of wild, crazy, funny knives, gas station knives like these, because why wouldn't you pick up a crazy looking mermaid knife? I started getting into some of these little kits too. This is going to be a video coming out pretty soon. The Spyderco Delica 4. This is not an actual knife. It's a plastic kit to learn about the knife, but it's the same size and shape. So I'll plan to do the unboxing slash build of that pretty soon, all in a video. So stay tuned for that. Lots of fun stuff. Lots of knives. I do lives on a regular basis. And I do a live every Thursday night where we look stuff up, try to find some cool new knives, talk about some things. I'm going to be going to Blade Show Texas in March, so I'll have some videos coming out soon. Could you do purple ano on your tri-stash? It's titanium, yes. I do anodizing. This is my Microjet. This was all silver titanium, and I did the blue and bronze kind of combo on there. So I also do anodizing. I could do, if you've got a titanium tri-stash, here's all the colors I can anodize in titanium. We can get one of these shades of purple in there. There's a darker purple up here, and then there's more of a magenta right there. We could certainly do something like that. And I'm cheap, Echo, very cheap. Shh. Third shelf at the end, black. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Down here. Thomas? Shelf 1, shelf 2, shelf 3. Are we correct so far? Third shelf? Or are you counting these up here? Because we could go every shelf. We could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I've said like 4 things and you say yeah. I don't know which one you're saying yeah to. The delay makes this so much more difficult. Purple with a fade. Easiest way to get in touch with me. Echo KDK in 4K on my Instagram. KDK in 4K. I wouldn't know which to choose. They're all beautiful. Quality's outstanding. I know, Elise. That's why you just have to keep going. You get one, you get another. You start finding things that you like. You start building a little bit of a group, and then you really start dialing in the ones that really make you happy, and you get more of those. And you start experimenting. You find some other ones. The tiny shelf. So it would be 1, 2, 3, and all the way to the left. So I'm assuming you're asking about this bad boy. Artisan Cutlery Proponents. Boosh. Flipper tab. Beast. This thing is a guillotine. But you can... I've done it before. It's a stiffy. Foltz Minimalist Custom. Well, this is a Foltz Minimalist. It's called the Cthulhu. It glows in the dark. These are on sale on Blade HQ right now for like 20 bucks. It glows in the dark. It is a Foltz Minimalist. It's called the Cthulhu. It's got the Cthulhu imagery on the blade. And it is a glow in the dark. And this is another minimalist cleaver. But yeah, boom. This thing is a beast. Absolute hog. Look at the jimps. You could live inside of one of those jimps. You could like build a summer home in there. And then it does come with this pin. This little pin on this string right here. And what that is you can close it and you can put that pin through that hole and lock it closed. You're like, why would you do that? Who cares? But the thing is when that blade comes around, you can see that hole right there lines up, and then I can take it off the string, but you put that pin in there and you screw that down, and now this is a fixed blade. That pin is essentially lock that blade out. You can't close it, and now you can use this as if it's a fixed blade. The one next to it, it's not just a knife, it's a recreational vehicle. Thomas, the one that's next to this on the shelf, these are my artisan cutleries right here. This is the Artisan Cutlery Hornet. Boom. Grinch prefers fixed blades. My buddy Ken Fix prefers fixed blades. This is the Artisan Cutlery Hornet. So what's nice about the Hornet, whoa, careful. The Hornet has the dual nubs. So you can put that in your pocket like that, and then it has the deployment. You can take it out. Whoops. Let's try that again. Put it back in your pocket, take it out, and it deploys it as you open it. It's basically when you're coming out of your pocket, you catch it on that right there, and you can just bring it open as you deploy it. I'm a big fan of the Hinderer designs. I like Curse of Cryo and some ZTs. Do you have an X18? I don't, but I like your taste. You have a good style. So that's my other Artisan Cutlery, the Hornets. I have the Artisan Cutlery. Oh, don't do this to me. You got to remember your family members. This is the Eterno. Artisan Cutlery Eterno. Nice little flipper tab on there. Fuller for flicking out. Fun little design on there. And then we did look at my Artisan Cutlery Arroyo already. Something about this knife, it's just nice. It's not too expensive, and you can really have fun with it. And then I have my jokered out Artisan Cutlery Andromeda. So this is a button lock. Whoa. The Andromeda, I did a fade dye on this one from light blue to, or light purple to dark purple. It's kind of hard to tell, but if I go like this, you can see the color of purple right here. And notice as I bring it up, it gets richer and richer and darker. See how dark it is when you only see the tip right there versus we go back down to here and see how much lighter it is, right? So it's kind of a subtle fade, but it looks cool. Thank you for subscribing, Matthios. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of jealous. Any really dramatic knives? I think I showed this one already. There's some drama. That's got some stuff going on. No doubt about it. Dramatic. This one's kind of fun. How did all that knife come out of that little handle? Right? Fun stuff, right? Long toothpick. This one's dramatic. This is one I wouldn't hand it to someone because they might cut themselves on it. Because it's got an interesting... What? Boom. Right? We got this bad boy here. It's like a fixed blade. Except you can do that. Look at that. How does that fold up? Look at that little handle. Axes. I do have some axes. I just don't have any around here. I should probably just put them out here. Isn't this one fun? So this locks out. That is locked out. And then there's a little release right here. And you can release it, fold it up. And then it becomes kind of a fixed blade. I did just recently get this silly thing. This is definitely dramatic. It's like bigger than my face. OSHA violation 101. Ha! Boom. There's definitely some drama going on with that beast. Probably got a couple other dramatic looking things over here. Oh, I got this bigger, this and this. I love the Momo. The Momo is just a beast of a blade. I got this one from my buddy Dave. I do want to get an Espada. The Espada is cool. That is definitely a beast. So many young people are becoming bladesmiths, handed down for generations. It amazes me. It's cool. If you can get into it, why not, right? I would love to. This one's kind of dramatic. This is the new company from this year, Molsect. They're out of China. 14C28N, really cool looking snake handle on here. This is the Molsect Jungle. Boom. Definitely a beast of a knife. Got some fun action to it. Nice flip. Good feel. Molsect. LMAX blade, double-edged. Riot. Gravity knife. Little drama. Little drama. Good to see you like Chinese knives and other knives. There are so many snubs. You know, the thing is there's so many great places, and the reality is depending on where you live, without getting like this, we're not a political or religious channel here. We don't really talk about that. But everywhere you live has different politics, different things. Not everyone is all in the same space. You know what I mean? So China, for example, a lot of people don't like what's going on in China, but the reality is there's a lot of human beings living in China, and there's some people that live there that just basically are trying to get by. They start a company, they do hard work, they create knives, they create a nice quality product, and they're good people. I'll give them my business, you know what I mean? I give my business to anyone who's a good person. Who was it? Ben Peterson, he went out there, he met everyone at the facilities, got to know some of them. So, you know, it doesn't matter really where you are in the world. It's just, you know, what kind of person are you and what kind of a determination and quality do you put in the product that you sell. I will buy a knife from a company and I'll check it out. I'll give them a chance. If I like it, I will continue to look at them for future purchases. Thank you for subscribing, Kenneth. Seth Rowe, and Jose. Jose Manuel Garcia Rodriguez. I've seen you before. It's a four-banger name. They're easier to remember. Right? Kenman. Dan Kenman. Nice to meet you. Hey bro, cool collection, just subscribed. Thank you, royalty. Much appreciated. Do lives on a regular basis, do a lot of custom stuff. Always doing unboxings, looking for new stuff. This is for my mini knife shootout, but it's my not so mini knife shootout because I ended up getting about 30 mini knives for a shootout. Then I realized several of them are not so mini. But the reality is like this is a mini sheepdog. So it's in the title, mini. So is that a mini? This is the mini October, you know, but these are a little bit larger. They don't quite fall under the mini as far as some of these minis that I've got over here, you know. Jesus. My God. The Rio, that is a mini. Something where you only can hold it in like 2 fingers, maybe 2 or 3 fingers. A lot of these minis, the mini Momo, you know, that's still a full 4-finger grip. The only reason they call it the mini Momo is because the regular Momo is an absolute beast, right? And so when you get a little bit smaller, it's kind of full size. Did I just cut out for a second there? It just said I am now live. I've been live. Kidding me? Gotta be kidding me. So these are the not so mini shootout that I'll be doing, that and the regular minis. I mean, this is a mini Paragon. It's not in the not so mini shootout because it's absolute hog. This thing is huge. I guess the full size Paragon must be gargantuan. Want another legitimate mini? There's a couple right here I'll grab for the actual mini shootout. This is a little, geez. Why can't I open that? My finger's broken. Little Kershaw Ember. I did the laser mark, the Paisley laser mark on there. It's kind of fun, right? But that is a mini. See, we're talking 2-finger, maybe 2.5-finger grip. This is a mini. Another Kershaw. This is the Cinder. Little 1-inch blade. That's a legit mini. Probably my favorite mini, but we have to do the shootout before I can determine it. Right here is the Concept. Look at that. Mini Corvid Cleaver. It's got a front flipper too. Boom. That is a mini. We're talking 2-finger grab at best. So I've got the full, the mini shootout and then the not so mini. Louis, what's up? Louis here, but then he retracted his message. I still see you, Louis. I see you. I'm glad to see you. How are you doing, Louis? Fred the Log's here. What's going on, Fred? Also good to see you as well. Trouble Bunny. I collect sub 5-inch knives. Sub 3-inch blades are nice to EDC. I always carry multiples. So I will carry, you know, like today I had this and this. Excuse me. I was a CJRB today, so it was the Echo was my main. And then I had the CJRB Mini Pyrite. Did the laser mark on that one too. Nice little white line, groove lines on there. Spyderco Honeybee. Yeah, the mini Corvid Cleaver is fun. But I usually try to take them in groups, and so like I have enough minis and larges where I can kind of combo them together. So like the CJRB day where I've got my Echo and my mini Pyrite, it's just kind of a nice combo. They work well together. Holy crap, it's already 10 to 7. Man, what happened to the evening? I got to roll. I got some stuff to do. Thank you all for hanging out. Another fun Friday night live. A lot of fun stuff on the way in the future. I've got customizations to do. I've got an unboxing slash one of these that we're going to put together. And much more fun. Stay sharp. I'll probably go live sometime this weekend. We'll see you soon.